And thanks again for tuning in another episode of the Stingray podcast. Today, I'm going to be going over and narrating some of my spearfishing footage from our trip to the Bahamas this previous summer. I want to just upload a different kind of video. Let me know if you guys like these kind of videos as I just narrate my dives and what's going on. And I'll do this more in the Gulf. Not every time I'm going to do this, but just when certain times, if I got enough footage and I can narrate and maybe show you guys some dope stuff or show you how to hunt better. So just comment below if you like this stuff and like that button up. Make sure to subscribe. And we'll just keep more of this kind of content going. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. So first dive, I'm in the shallows here. In the Bahamas, you're allowed to spear lobster, unlike in Florida. So it's like 15, 20 feet deep, and I see a nice, like 3-pound lobster up in this coral head. And go ahead and secure him. I don't know why I didn't just swim up with it because it was on the slip tip, but nevertheless, I guess just kind of getting it secure was what I wanted to do this dive. But yeah, nice lobster. Same thing here. Go down 15 feet again, and we spotted some lobster in this hole, so I went and grabbed the light. And just there's lining up, the right size one I wanted. And another nice lobster. Now here, same thing, up in a cave, and I see a nice schoolmaster snapper. And they don't get as big in Florida. Short little clip, but nice one. Here I'm coming up on probably like a 4 or 5 pound female hogfish, about 30 feet deep. And I should have been more prepared, had a belt reel, hook it up to, but the sharks have been bad, so you want to get your fish up in one dive. And I got really lucky, he swam back out the other side. But had lots of backups, but the sharks were real bad in this area, so you want to get your fish up in one dive. And as you see here, I'm just getting my butt kicked by this fish, just trying to get control of it. Now, I would have bled him and brained him in the water, but the sharks were so bad here that I was like, I'm just going to get him in the boat and do that and not, get all this extra blood and humanely put him out in the boat just so it doesn't bring any more to, commotion towards the already fired up sharks. Nice fish. Next clip here's Gail with a monster schoolmaster snapper. I didn't get the shot, but I just want to get him showing it off the camera. And then in this clip, I got my dad here going down on a nice Nassau. And by then, this trip arc gear was destroyed, and the slip tip wouldn't even penetrate, so we had to grab the other side of the shaft. But yeah, this was in 30 feet, and a nice Nassau grouper. And in the Bahamas, you're allowed to shoot them, but in Florida, you're not allowed to. Here's Weston's perspective of a 10-pound hogfish we got. I mean, a stud male hogfish, and he just absolutely laced that thing. Can't say enough good about those headhunter pulled spears. Absolutely laced that hogfish.
Big boy!
Big boy. Appreciate Weston for giving me some of his footage of the trip so I can put it all together. Here I'm going down on a nice hog. This is like 45 feet deep. And just lining up, and I just laced him right there. Perfect headshot. Lights out, stone cold. And that cord's a shark shield just because the sharks have been so bad over there. You just got to stay safe and try not to get bit by them. And it definitely makes a difference. I'm a huge fan of their product. Here is Weston going down in about 30 feet. And we spotted a nice yellowfin grouper up in this hole. And this hole is like a Swiss cheese kind of bottom. Really just, you're looking for the biomass. Once you find the biomass of all the fish, there's going to be a fish, predatory fish surrounding that. And this grouper, I guess, really liked all this biomass here. Just like when you're diving anything, you look for the show because that's what's going to hold the fish. And, lines up on a nice yellowfin here. Such a pretty grouper. Wish we just had more of them where we're at in the Gulf. Okay, here's story time. We had about, it was an 18-pound black grouper, and we chased him for forever, and we finally got it into a spot we could get him hit. So Grant went down and hit a good shot on him, but it wrapped himself all around the coral with his cable slip tip. So I'm going down first dive to assess the situation, and I could tell it's all, cattywampus up in the hole. So I go back up and kind of get a reconnaissance and tell the guys what we need to do. We're going to need to break down this pole spear in half. And I thought, so the fish swam out, so I thought it was all free. So I went down and at the very least put a knife in its head so it wasn't making any more commotion bringing in sharks. And I didn't realize, oh shit, it's all wrapped up and we need to just unscrew these pole spears and injector rods and get it out. And here comes Grant to go knife it out of its brain while I go tell Weston what's going on. And then here's the recovery dive of us finally, after working them out of the hole, nice black, and just me getting Grant's pole spear. Here's a little yellowfin that was lit up. I thought was pretty cool to put in there. Here's a tiger grouper I missed, a big one, and I just, as you can see, you could probably slow that down and reverse it, and I just missed there. And then here's the stingray beach, and they love GoPros. They like biting on a GoPro. Super cool. I figured I'd put that in since we are the Stingray podcast, and just a beautiful area. I'm gonna start doing more of these kind of vlog kind of trips, or just narrate my dives and put the whole thing in so you guys can see, and let me know what you guys think of that. If you want to see more of that, we can definitely do more of that. So and yeah, just a beautiful place. It's my favorite week of the year to be down in the Bahamas. I love where we go, and I love the trip. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you on the next one.